Hey, Ash,
Hey,
how much can somebody in a relationship spend without asking permission of the other person in the relationship? Oh, wait a second. Let's be more specific. Let's be more specific. How much money can I spend without you getting mad at me?
zero. You don't spend any money, and I'm still mad at you about money.
That's true. That's really accurate. How much money can you spend without me caring?
I don't know. You tell me.
You can spend money on anything you want. Sky's the limit.
Yeah, he tells me that a lot because I am the saver.
No, I say you can spend as much money as you want on whatever. And I say that a little bit kidding around, but I know that if anything, she'll take items that she has and go return them and come back with more money than she had. Like, I have to push you to spend money. So I've heard people say different things in relationships. Okay, the max is like $50, $100 in married relationships on how much you can spend. But what if you're a serious dating couple thinking about marriage and the person that you're dating goes and spends $1,000 on something?
It's really going to come back down to like your individual or couple budget. You know, if you have a bunch of money, then you might be able to set that amount a little bit higher.
Sure.
But there's also trust issues or different things. And so it might be like, we've got $1 million, but I don't trust you. And so we need to have a communication and we need to communicate about it.
Sure.
So there's a lot of different things that could play out here. But let's talk a little bit about foundations.
That's really good. So how do you foundationally believe about money?
Yeah.
So do you believe that it's all God's?
Yeah.
What about tithing?
For sure. You know, we want to have those things straightened out in our own relationship. So if I tithe and you don't, or you tithe and I don't, then that needs to be a
little bit
conversation,
of a rub.
right?
Yeah.
And we need to be on the same page with that. So how do we discuss these type of issues? I mean, those are hard topics, right? We're not really good at talking about money with friends and family even. It's a difficult topic.
It's true, but it's really important. And if we're talking about a serious dating couple, they get into premarital. Ashley and I work with couples who are getting ready to get married, and we ask them about money issues. We ask them and say, hey, are you going to have separate bank accounts, shared bank accounts? What do you tithe?
Yeah.
How much money do you spend on this and that? Because you know what? Money can cause a lot of problems in relationships.
What do you think about the separate bank accounts?
You have to have the same bank account. I'm pretty firm on that.
Yeah.
I don't see it working well for people to have separate bank accounts. You can have multiple bank accounts as a couple, but to say my paycheck goes into my checking account, your paycheck goes into your checking account, and you can spend how you want to, or I spend how I want to, or you make the house payment, I pay electric, or whatever else.
Yeah.
I don't often see that working well. I'm not saying you can't logistically figure it out, but it's deeper than just logistically figuring it out.
What would you say are the reasons why people say that they keep those accounts separate?
I think it makes it feel like they're in charge of their own world. And I've also seen it, I'm not saying this is you, but I've seen it where people are nervous and have a little bit of relationship instability. And they feel like if I have my money here, I'm more independent and I'm not totally relying on you, or I don't need to do anything with you if I want to leave.
And if that is the feeling, if that's the place where you're at, then those are red flags that you have that you need to explore. Because a lot of couples who get divorced, I think it was 25% in this one small study, said that they had those red flags ahead of time and didn't break off the wedding because they already had a wedding dress or a venue booked or these different things. And so they still end up divorced. You know, so it's like if you're dating and you like, I don't think I can combine the account, there's a reason that you're feeling that way. Those are those hairs on the back of your neck that are to warn you to run or to go get counseling or to work it out. Because if you don't build that trust, and that trust can be built, but if you don't build that trust, then you're not having that strong foundation for that relationship.
It's true.
So what do you do if you have separate checking accounts and you want to join them and the other person doesn't? What do you do in that situation?
That's a tough thing. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that you have to have a conversation about it. You can't avoid it. Sometimes we say, fine, it'll be great. I'll take care of...
So you don't just blow it off?
Yeah, I'll take care of the house payment. They'll take care of the groceries and all these things. People will just say, they didn't really want to join. And I understand. It's simpler. Like, the house is in his name or what, there's a lot of just different logistics. Or there's multiple kids from different relationships. And so I'll keep my money here and I'll keep my life. And it just creates space for distrust. And so if we can't be all in financially, then there's
Complete
something that's telling us that we can't be all in emotionally. So I think that we need to look
That's
at that.
really
Okay, so
good.
getting back to the fun money though, like if you have fun money,
Yeah.
I feel more like I want you to communicate all of it because I just always want to control the money and make sure that we have enough money to feed the kids and all the stuff.
We could be trillionaires and you would still be worried about not having enough.
And that, I mean, I've been
Or like worried about
yeah.
like the week to week, or like we can't do this, and if we take this out, then we can't do something else, and feel like there's just, you're worried about things
Yeah.
not being there.
And I feel like I've been praying about it lately, and I was like, God, you have given me a meal every day for my entire life. I need to just
been good.
trust you a little bit more. And I am pretty generous,
Yeah.
so I'm okay with that. It's just I very much want to know, you know. So
Sure.
if you're going to spend money, $500 on tires or something like that, like I want to know, because then if I see that, it doesn't make me feel like my world's falling apart. So
You
it's
feel
again
unstable.
like
That's a good point.
knowing our own hang-ups and struggles. Like I want to feel like a provider as a family. I want to feel like we're stable.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that happens whenever I see you spend money. I'm like, oh, he doesn't care about our stability. And
Whenever
I know
you
that's
see
not
me
true.
spend money, you just feel like I'm just throwing it all away, like I'm just
Yeah.
driving down the street, throwing cash out the window.
Yeah. Well, and I often will feel like you're spending money, and so I have to save even more. And so I feel like when I see you spend money, that means I have to spend less. And so it's going back to my own struggle. So us talking about it is how we understand each other, and then
This is interesting.
communicating.
This is
You're getting
interesting.
a little insight right now.
When you spend money, I feel like celebrating. I was like, good for you. Not when you just like buy like just random things, if we have to go to the store together or whatever else.
Yeah.
But if you buy something for yourself, I'm like, good. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah.
And I need to be more like you in that way, because
Ah,
I
be
do.
more like me.
Chuck, here's a blank check. Go buy some shoes. Oh, that would be a good day for him. I'm like, it's your birthday. I guess I can buy you some shoes. You've got 40 pair in there.
Oh,
No,
man.
okay. We're digressing, right? So have the communication about it. Figure it out. It's okay. If both of you are okay with it, then it's okay to spend some money separately. But
Communicate.
communicate about it, and that's how you'll know.